Months after its release, Boosted's flagship shortboard, the Mini X, is finally shipping. With this new product, Boosted aims to bring its fantastic powertrain to a more portable deck style, and to do so at a comparatively low price of $1,000 US. As always, we'll start by examining straight line performance. The Mini X runs the 5 to 15 mph benchmark in a respectable 2.7 seconds. Though it lags behind the Boosted longboards, it leads its chief rival, the Riptide R1, by almost a second, and handily bests the Wowgo Mini as well. To better visualize how well this board maintains torque with increasing speed, we've plotted acceleration versus velocity, and as we can see, the Mini X sustains impressive levels of torque right up to its top speed. This provides an exciting riding experience and excellent performance on hills. Of course, power is of little use without control. Fortunately, as one would expect from Boosted, the control interface is characteristically precise, predictable, and responsive. Boosted's remote remains best in class, and the jerk filter really shines with the shorter deck, although we wish Boosted would allow riders to dial it back slightly more for aggressive riding. While we don't typically dedicate review time to product tours, we think the Mini's presentation warrants an exception. Boosted's packaging and support material evokes similar excitement to that elicited by a beautiful new Apple product. It's also worth noting that unlike its Chinese competition, Boosted's orders are shipped from locations in the United States and fulfilled by popular online retailers like Amazon, which makes the buying experience much faster and more pleasant. The board itself is sharp in a futuristic, utilitarian sense, although it's difficult to describe its design as classically beautiful. While the materials and construction feel high quality, we did observe some assembly issues that suggest production may have been rushed. One of our wheels came over-tightened, and the board's left wheel pulley wobbles slightly. Hopefully these issues are atypical and will become even less common as Boosted hones its production processes. Thankfully, these minor hiccups did not prevent us from riding, at which point it quickly became evident that every aspect of this deck was deliberately chosen to improve the skating experience. The kicktail is the perfect length, and the replaceable puck allows riders to enjoy it guilt-free. The wide body and squared-off nose enable the rider to maintain a wide stance without sacrificing the ability to turn, and the concavity provides additional confidence. Familiar aspects of the Boosted's powertrain shine with the shorter deck as well. For example, the belt drive allows for soft, shock-absorbent rear wheels, and the ability to seamlessly transition between forward and reverse complements this board's agility. Though short decks are a blast in certain settings, they also carry some major drawbacks. Arguably the most significant is their lack of flexibility. A board's deck is analogous to a car's suspension, and shortboards are completely rigid, which greatly undermines confidence on rough terrain. We found the short deck style to be superior for navigating sidewalks and tight spaces, but for the majority of our riding, we preferred longboards. Boosted has done an excellent job engineering around the limitations of a shorter deck, but the most pressing shortcomings remain. Which brings us to the issue of portability. Does this board's reduced footprint justify the limitations of the deck style? Sadly, our answer is a lukewarm maybe. Boosted may have shortened the Mini to just 29.5 inches, but in every other dimension the board is just as hefty as its longboard siblings. At 17 pounds, it's actually heavier than our V2 Plus longboard, and even when mall grabbed, its weight quickly becomes fatiguing. For riders with tight storage constraints, this could be a significant improvement, but it's otherwise not a game changer. And so, this brings us to a somewhat mixed conclusion. The Boosted Mini X is far and away the best shortboard we've ever tested, easily justifying its premium price over rivals like the insipid Riptide R1 and the ankle-shattering Chinese hub boards. However, we can't help but feel that it lacks a consistent, cohesive design philosophy. Its hefty, extended-range battery and tank-like construction stand in stark contrast to its small footprint and claimed last-mile intentions. In our range test, we were able to shred up 13 miles of hilly terrain before performance began to drop significantly, and as cool as this is, we'd happily trade a few miles of range for decreased weight. If you're not certain that you need the smaller form factor and you're simply looking to get your hands on a Boosted board at a reasonable price, we strongly recommend saving a little extra money for one of their longboards. We've had our hands on the Stealth for a few days and can confidently recommend it. However, if you are certain that you want a shortboard, the Mini X stands head and shoulders above its rivals. If you're interested in purchasing any of the gear or boards shown in this video, be sure to check out the description for links.